Hey guys, welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. So I have some terrible news. I'm leaving Shanghai tomorrow. Tomorrow is June 1st, and I've decided that it's time to leave Shanghai and move on. Tomorrow it was announced that all businesses can resume and reopen and get going again with no restrictions anymore, except doing 72-hour PCR testing. You can take the subway again, you can go into businesses, but I don't think it's gonna be that simple for everything just to reopen right away. A lot of businesses have been destroyed due to this lockdown, a lot of layoffs, a lot of people left the city. I think it's going to take a long time for Shanghai to really recover and for people to forget what has happened. This was a very brutal lockdown. So this is going to be a little bit kind of an honest video. I don't really want to sugarcoat the situation. I still love Shanghai. I've spent 7 years living here, so I have some feelings towards Shanghai, of course, but this lockdown was brutal, long, non-stop testing almost every day or every other day. The hoops that people had to go through just to survive and live here. Like I said, the constant testing, the go to the supermarket, getting out of your community, the rules changing, the lies that we went through. It's not just foreigners unhappy, it's everybody. Chinese staff and Chinese people who do the testing, those staff are unhappy as well. They're doing their job, but everyone's unhappy. So I don't think Shanghai is going to recover now or anytime soon. Schools will not be reopening now until August or September. The Educational Bureau already came out and said, hey, we're not gonna, or Educational Department or Bureau said, hey, we're not gonna open up schools until the end of the school year, which means August or September. Now, high schools and middle school students will be able to resume classes, which are optional, I think June 8th or second week of June or something like that. But for a majority of teachers who teach high school or teach kindergartens or teach middle schools, yeah, you guys aren't going to be returning to work anytime soon, including training school teachers, and I'm sure most training schools will definitely close down by now. So, where am I going and what is my plan? I'm going to return back to Ningbo in Zhejiang province. Ningbo, I mean, they've had a few cases, but they never locked down the city like this. They locked down a few areas for a couple, like 2 weeks or whatever, some small areas, and they reopened them. My friend was locked down for like 2 days because there was a case in the area, but then it was back to normal. Yeah, you need to do testing in Ningbo every 48 or 72 hours to going to work or going to the mall, but that's pretty much happening all over China. But the thing is, they didn't close down the schools. They let things stay open. And all I need to do is go there and do, I think, 14 days quarantine. It might change tomorrow because Shanghai is lifting the lockdown, so it might even be 7 days quarantine. I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. But going to Ningbo is just like Shanghai. It's a first-tier city, very developed, modern, just like Shanghai. It's the largest port city in China. I've lived there before, so I know what the city is like. They have almost everything you could get in Shanghai. Shanghai has a lot more restaurants, of course, which I'm gonna miss some of the restaurants here. But they have like things like Blue Frog, Elements. They have Costco, Sam's Club. Well, Costco's about to open. They have Sam's Club. I think 2 Sam's Clubs. They got Metro, they got IKEA, and of course you got Taobao to buy everything you want. But another thing with Ningbo that I like is the salary is going to be the same as Shanghai. I'm not losing any money, but I can get a bigger apartment for less money as well, which is nice. Rent is much cheaper there. Not only that, is I have a car waiting for me, so when I get there I'll be able to drive a car, Volkswagen. My friend let me use it last time I lived there, so he's gonna sell it to me for 20,000. When I leave China, he'll return it, but I'll be able to drive that around. The thing is, I've been wanting to get a car in Shanghai, but it's so expensive. It's like 30 to 40 RMB each time you park somewhere. The parking per month at your community could be 300 to 500 RMB per month for, you know, renting the parking space, whereas Ningbo is like 5 or 10 RMB for a day of parking. Parking at your community is like 150 to 200 at the most a month, even cheaper in some places. So there's a lot of advantages to going there. It's a 2-hour drive from Shanghai. I've done it twice, so it's not too bad. And yeah, I want to go to a place where schools are going to stay open. There's not going to be lockdowns. I mean, Shanghai's had a few mini lockdowns since 2020, or specific districts have locked down schools for a couple weeks and then it's reopened. So it's not, this is not the first lockdown since 2020, but this is the largest one. So there's been a lot of little ones. Beijing, of course, has been in the news a lot. They've had a lot of lockdowns. So I feel going forward in China, if you want to work consistently without all these major lockdowns, it's better to be in a good city, but not a major city like Shanghai, you know, not the major international cities like Beijing, Shenzhen, Guangzhou. Nanjing's okay to work, Hangzhou, those are okay cities to go to as well. But I would even say stay away from even those two cities just in case. I would say, you know, places like Wenzhou's good, Suzhou's good. There's just a lot of cities like that. Changsha, different cities, Chongqing, you know, there's a lot of great first tier cities out there, second tier cities out there. So yeah, going forward, I'm gonna go there tomorrow. I'm not sure how long my quarantine will be. If I left today, it'd be 14 days. Tomorrow, I think the policy could change, so we'll see 7 days. And then after that, I'm free to work. You know, I only need to do 14 days at the most, and then I'm free to go get work and start right away. So I look forward to that, because Shanghai is just not going to reopen anytime soon. My school here hasn't paid us since March. They owe us like a whole month of salary plus some minimum money that they promised us during this lockdown. So yeah, going forward, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be an adventure. This summer is going to be really interesting, and I look forward to it. I posted all my stuff today in the morning. Really happy about that. So it's hard to post things. That's the other thing that's kept me here so long from leaving, is getting my things out of my apartment, because posting is hard now. I only was able to find somebody who could help me is because I contacted an international shipper because I had some things I wanted to send to the Philippines, and they said, if you're willing to pay a little extra, we can get it out for you. And I said, okay, I'm willing to do that. So they came, picked up my TV and some big boxes to send to the Philippines. And then I asked the one guy, I was like, hey, are you willing, can you send things to other cities as well in China? I said, sure, we can. So I got his WeChat, asked him to come back, and he came today. So I'm pretty much free. Tomorrow I'm literally gonna go with a backpack. I'm not sure if the subway is gonna be open tomorrow, even though they said everything's gonna reopen. But if not, I'm either gonna walk or bike to the train station, Hongqiao train station. So it's gonna be an adventure tomorrow. So I'm gonna get up early. I went to the hospital today to get one of those PCR tests. The ones that you get in your communities aren't really acceptable. You need to go get the one they do in the nose, and it's a specific test if you want to leave Shanghai. So don't expect the ones that you do in your community to be accepted at the train station. They might do it at those makeshift like 15,000 little testing sites. It might be acceptable there, but I'm not sure. So guys, stay tuned, stay safe. I'll keep you guys updated in the next few days of how things are going. I'm gonna be making another video as well today. I just finished a 5-day water fast challenge and I feel great, so I'm gonna be talking about that in another video. So take care, subscribe, leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Boop. See ya.